Friday Nugget, and can't believe it, we're winding down the series. Where did the time go? I can't believe it.
I know.
Back again with Mark Campbell, and I want to take a time to talk about where you spend your day-to-day. You work for a company called Evitec.
Yep.
And you run a division of Evitec called Evitec Labs.
Yeah.
Share a little bit about what you do.
So basically 7/24, we watch academia, the venture world, the startup ecosystem, and we take that information and what we're seeing and we act as an extension to our customers. We can dig into topics that they have when releasing a new product, and we act as that force multiplier for them.
So basically, your responsibility is to form relationships with all the emerging tech companies. You have a formula, and I've heard you talk about like how you're like a handicapper at a horse race where you can focus in on the cream of the crop. That's really fascinating.
Oh, dude, I pinch myself every day. Don't tell my boss, but I can't believe I get paid for this, right?
Last week, I mean, I almost walked like out feeling a little down and dark because of this, there's these technological arms races going on. What's the light at the end of the tunnel? Who are you working with, or what are you working with to where there's something that can have us walk away with a little bit of hope?
Well, the thing I would put out there is, I know in the news, technology billionaires, they tend to get vilified as being, exploitive of the common man. However, I think the silver lining in all of this is the poorest nation in the world has a smartphone system. And the power that gives the average person, the average worker, for the cost, I'll make this up, but like the cost of 3 loaves of bread a month, that's mind shattering. If you had sat Aristotle down in front of you and said, I have this device, it's the size of the palm of your hand. It costs 3 loaves of bread. It can pinpoint you anywhere on the planet. It can tell you what is going on anywhere. It can bring up everything ever written by humans, and I use it for cat videos. If you had that ability, it would be mind-blowing to Aristotle. So the information gap is disappearing. I think the next thing is the computational gap. That gap, artificial intelligence, is shrinking that.
It's like leveling the playing field.
Think about developing countries right now, right? They have access to all the public information. That used to be kept in universities, the proverbial ivory towers, right? That information is now available to every citizen in the developing world. That next stage is the inferences and insights drawn upon that. What if everyone out there was able to look at crop predictions for their particular area, tailor for that? What if they were able to get healthcare predictions based upon their latest doctor visit? ChatGPT catching the news a lot right now. So this is the compositional side. I want to write a Shakespearean play based on Run DMC songs, right? Boom, and here it is. Right?
So I've had a chance to play with ChatGPT. I'm curious, so like, what is the coolest question you've asked ChatGPT that you've had it answer for you?
I made the mistake of doing a live demo to this executive. And I just said, when he was in college, this person used to like to do, and I let it go. And it came up with, in all caps with exclamations, F-bomb, 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 F-bomb. On the big screen in a conference room, and I was mortified. I figured I was going to be fired. That oh my gosh! And all I could think to say was, "Well, it's a live demo." Much to my relief, this executive had a good sense of humor, stood up, walked up, and took screenshots of what was coming out of it. But it was a piece of humor. I thought my career was over, but turned out to.
Oh, I'm glad you're still here. Mark, I want to thank you again. You are a C-level executive of a company, so thank you for taking the time for coming here and sharing your vast knowledge with us. And hopefully hope to see you here again.
My pleasure.
And again, also shameless plug for Mark. He has a podcast called Technically Speaking, which you can find on YouTube, and I will leave links in the description on where you can find that. So,
perfect.
All right, looking forward to see you next episode, Friday Nugget.
you.